Okay. When we go in, I'm Claire, not Max.
What do you mean? Why?
I know the owners. Best we don't mix history into this.
Did you rip them off or something?
You say tomato.
That is a look at the new series Wild Cards. The crime-solving comedy follows the unlikely duo of a by-the-book cop and a clever con woman. Stars Canadian actors Giacomo Gianniotti and Vanessa Morgan, and they join us now. Welcome to the morning show.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, set up season 1 for us. What can we expect?
Well, they're right behind us. Ellis and Max, these are our heroes of the story. We got a cop, like you said, a con woman. We sort of meet under unlikely circumstances. We have to work together. And in the beginning, it's sort of an odd couple where we have different styles of approaching the mysteries and the crimes that we're solving. But by the end of it, sort of a nice connection forms between us, and we sort of more focus on our similarities.
Mm-hmm. Now, Vanessa, is it fair to say that your character, Max, kind of puts the wild in Wild Cards?
I would definitely say so.
Okay, tell us a bit about Max, and how much fun is it playing this role?
Oh, playing her is so much fun. She's like the woman that I wish I could be all the time, kind of like my alter ego, but she's fun. She just goes with the flow through life. She can read people so well, and that's kind of her gift, and that's why she's able to pull all these cons and ultimately help out Ellis and solve some crimes.
Okay, all right. Looks like I'm watching this now. Looks like there's a little bit of everything in here. Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. There's
wild.
Wild. Friend of the morning show, Jason Priestley, also in this. Tell us what it was like working with Jason.
He was such a great addition to the cast, and playing Vanessa's father in the show, and just such a professional. I look up to him a lot, and it was so great to have him come in and just add so much value to the show, and I think the audience is really going to like his character.
Now, you filmed in and around Vancouver, actually all around BC, and Giacomo, we understand that you really fell in love with BC.
I did, but everyone's like, "You're leaving in November, so you wouldn't like it as much." But yeah, we got to shoot in the summer, and it was gorgeous. I mean, we were in False Creek, we were in Squamish, north of Vancouver, just some really great locations. I think a large part visually of the show that the audience is going to really like is just you get to see so much beauty. Our sets are always outside in forests and lakes and trees and the ocean, and so visually it's very, very striking. Mm-hmm. So I think the audience is really going to like that.
Yeah, stunning part of the world, really is.
Vanessa, you shot Riverdale in Vancouver, right?
I did, and ultimately that's why I moved there.
Well, there you go. Wrapping up that series, how does that feel, bringing to an end Riverdale?
You know, it was the last day especially, it really hit me on the last week, but it was very hard. I haven't even watched the season finale yet because it was too emotional, because it's like a goodbye in the season finale. But yeah, I miss having, my friends that I was with for 7 years. But going right into Wild Cards was kind of
helped.
It helped so much.
For sure.
Because I was like, nope, on to the next. You don't really get to think about that missing feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was hard.
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to watch the finale?
Probably soon. I know. I watched a little bit. I tried watching a little bit with my boyfriend, and I was crying so much, and he's like, "Oh my gosh!" I was like,
"He's like, you're not emotionally prepared yet. You need to get your stuff together."
Not even tear-jerking parts. I was like, "Ah!" So I'll
try again next month.
Oh yeah, next month. Yeah. Next month.
Well, that show obviously had such a massive fan base, as does Grey's Anatomy, and you wrapped up 7 seasons playing Dr. DeLuca, of course, on Grey's Anatomy. What's more fun, playing a doctor or a cop?
I had a lot more fun playing a cop, just because, as a doctor, you're kind of always in the hospital. Yeah. That's your whole life, your everything. So it was cool to just sort of be on boats and cars and chasing bad guys and shooting a gun and just chasing down criminals and solving cases. It was a lot more, so it was a lot more fun.
Yeah. When you were on Grey's, though, did you have people stop and ask for medical advice?
All the time. Yes.
Yeah. Actually?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Literally
Did you
think
give
you're a
it?
doctor, and I'm like, no. Please go to a hospital.
Not consult me.
And of course, now with Wild Cards, he's being asked to direct traffic, solve crimes.
That's right. That's right. I'm here.
Whole set of problems, other set of problems. But I would imagine the terminology. I always think when you're part of a medical drama or whatever, when you play a doctor, it's so intimidating. The terminology you got to pick up.
It sort of is in the beginning, and then very quickly it's not, and it just sort of becomes another word and another sort of vocabulary. So, yeah.
Learned skill. It's a learned skill.
Yeah.
Vanessa, what are people, do you think, going to love the most about this new show?
You know, I think it's the mix. You know, it's a dramedy. You know, there's drama combined with the comedy. The chemistry between Max and Ellis, I think, is really what makes the show, too. Yeah, and it's just like there's like some type of like wild ride each episode, and each episode's different. So I really love that. I think they'll like it.
All right. Well, Wild Cards is now streaming. It also airs Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on CBC. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Spend your Wednesdays with us.